a place to go.
Scaring me. You like, y'all so like.
Let me tell you.
Like, don't be nervous.
First of all, it was courage that got me into this because as I was growing up, I had a lot of different things happen to me in my life. Like, I can relate to almost every human being in this world, from homeless to molestation to just about anything, teen pregnancy, just anything. Mm-hmm. And I feel like it's your experience that helps you evolve in the life. So what I got from that was, okay, if I have a story to tell, my story can help another person. But when I was younger, I used to see things. I used to hear things. And I was brought up in church and things like that. And I would still go to church. I'm not against church. I think that religion is meant for a lot of people because people still don't know how to find their way. Spirituality, in a sense, is for independence. Independent spirituality is basically, you know your own power. You know your own higher self. With religion, it's a little different. It's like you need someone to help you get there. Mm-hmm. And when you're spiritual, you find it on your own. Spirituality and religion is two different things.
Right.
So when you're spiritual, you're independent. You're free. You pretty much do what you want to do. You don't have a set of rules to guide you. But right. I feel like some people do need that guidance. Yeah. So I'm never against it. And it's always I've read everything, Quran, the Bible. I've read so many different stories beyond the Bible and beyond the Quran. There's other books out there that we don't even know about. Right. But it's a lesson in everything that we have. Like, it's a lesson in experience the most. Right. I feel like experience is better.
Right. So at what point, like, how old were you when this happened?
When I was 14, I realized after a chain of events that came that something was pulling me to something different. Okay. I was in church, but at the same time, I was like, this is not me. Mm-hmm. I know something different. Yeah. I see things. I hear things. I hear spirits. I feel spirits. So something is connecting me differently than other folk, and that's what happens. So, in the same sense, I had all my friends who were religious or in different things than I was, so I felt left out. Mm-hmm. So I refrained from my spiritual practices. I refrained from being who I actually was. So I was like, let me just give this a try. Mm-hmm. And it took me into so many different lessons. It took me into partying, having babies, and doing all this crazy stuff that I know in my soul that I wouldn't do. But I wanted to fit in because everybody was in the same element. My environment was like corrupt. Yeah. So it was like, I want to do what everybody else is doing, even if it wasn't me. And then when I got married, that's when it hit the fan. It was like, yo, chill out. You on the wrong path.
Yeah.
So
I've been there. Like I definitely can relate.
And I started like in my home with my ex-husband, and my ex-husband, he's the greatest father, everything that you can imagine. But I knew that we weren't meant for each other. Mm-hmm. So this house was like, yo, you got to get out. It's something else you need to be doing. Mm-hmm. And this is not you. This is not how you should be feeling. You shouldn't come home and be feeling depressed. Something else is going on. Your purpose is out there, and you have this story to tell, and you need to tell it to everybody else. So it was like, okay.
That's real.
I was like, you know what? It took, let me tell you something. I already knew in my heart that I wasn't supposed to be there. But it was like, for my kids' sake, for family's sake, stay. But I was like, you know what? If I stay, I'm going to be miserable. I'm not going to be comfortable. I'm not going to feel loved. So I was like, you know what? Let me just go, because I know deep down somebody else is out there for him and somebody else is out there for me. Right. And my purpose, I had to love my purpose because we were two different people. So once I started, let me tell you something. That house, the last house that we lived in, he still lives there. So the house that I lived in, I was hearing stuff. I was seeing stuff. I suffered from anxiety, which I thought was anxiety, because of course, anything that's doing medicinal purposes in the doctor field, anything like that is going to tell you, you're suffering from anxiety. Right. You're doing this. It's stress. But I started seeing things on a totally different level, and I was like, no, I'm destined for something else. I know I'm here to help somebody. I've been through so many different things. I can relate. So I was like, it's time to go to school. Went to school for psychology. I'm still majoring in psychology and sociology. So psychology was one of those things where I was like, you know what? definitely it's a definite connection between spirituality and psychology. So I stuck with it. And as I started evolving in it, I started seeing more, and I started having visions. And visions came to the sense where I was inboxing people like, I saw you. And they were like, how did you know that? And I'm like, I saw the riots before they happened. I saw the gay murders before they happened. And I was like, why am I seeing stuff like this?
Yeah, I saw when you had posted
I just
about that.
And I just became more open and vulnerable to other things and other sources. And I was like, something is going on. Like I know I can feel it. And emotion is one of the highest consciousness that can evolve, is love. So I started it was like I don't have hate for anybody. Like I love everyone by default until you mess me over and I know that you're a negative entity in my life. But I was like, you know what? I'm purpose for something. I started studying different practices. And my grandmother used to be a voodoo priestess. She was into dreams and she was into different type of practices. And I was like, and everybody always said that I reminded them of my granny. And I just started picking up her in my visions and my dreams, and it just became a part of me. And so I was like, you know what? Let me study other things. I've always, even as a teenager, I was studying. I was a 5%er at one time. Let me tell you, I've been every different type of, I've been a 5%er, and I still agree with a lot of that stuff.
What's a 5%er?
Right.
But
it's a part of, it's not actually.
What is it?
You don't believe everything
that's
Muslims
another story.
Right.
That's another story. But as a teenager,
you said that they don't believe everything that the Muslims believe. I said,
it's like you are God. Everybody has God in them. Like people will say you have God in them. If you have God in you, you're God. That's just what it is. You have that power, that source.
Okay, well,
so a 5%er believes that they're God.
Well,
you
God.
are your own God.
You're your
yeah.
oh, okay.
She said, "Oh, okay." Okay, so is
That's
there
interesting.
anything once you unlock this gift?
I just was like, you know what? I need to help people.
Okay, and you have been doing that.
Yeah. I feel like that's my duty. And it first started out as just helping in the community, feeding the homeless. I do mentoring for young teens and adults, women. I have a partner. Her name is Storm. And we do a lot of different things with women and young women, in a sense. We have different workshops and things like that. But it was like, this is what I need to be doing. As long as you're putting into the community, as long as you're helping somebody, that's your purpose. Everybody is put here to help somebody in some way. And people feel like because they're messed up that they can't help people.
Yeah.
Every single being on this earth can help another being because you've been through something. You can relate to something. And I tell people, if you don't struggle early, you're going to struggle later. So you
Everybody
better
gotta
struggle
struggle.
early.
Get it over with.
Let me tell you something. You better struggle early. And when you get older, that's how you know it's people committing suicides.
Yeah.
Because they can't take it. When you're younger, it's like you fight through it. You're a fighter. When you're young, and they always say that the young people are the answer, the young people are the warriors. You are, because you are a fighter.
Definitely.
As you get older, it's like it becomes
like
more
quit.
hard. You
I
become
quit.
depressed.
Fuck this.
Girl, baby,
You
better speak on it.
Yes, girl.
But you have to you have to get through it.
I don't know about the 5%.
Right, so
I'm not on board yet with the 5%. Yeah, that's a whole nother show because I don't know.
That's another story.
But I got into tarot.
I was about to say, how did you get into tarot?
I got into tarot because as I was doing my research, because I'm a research person.
Yeah, you gotta research. You gotta check the facts.
I do the research. At first, I thought it was like a Greek mythology thing because it's always came up in Greek mythology, but actually it came up into ancient Egypt. So our melanated brothers and sisters, our ancestors, already were doing this before it was taken up into another, area around the world. So I'm like, okay, let me get into this. Let me see what it's about. And that's how I started learning more about astrology. It came from ancient Egypt, the first dynasties. And I was like, you know what? I just started like connecting with it. And I was like, this is me. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. And with my intuition, because everybody has
why did
intuition.
you feel like that though? Because everything you was saying was accurate. Like,
well, you can use your intuition in so many different ways, and not even just tarot, like astrology,
niggas,
metaphysics,
niggas, relationships.
Everything.
Everything.
If that instinct is yours, that is psychic intuition. People.
That's why I said don't second guess yourself.
Psychic with this evil practice, but it's just your intuition.
Right.
Some people are more heightened.
Can we right here? Can we clear that up?
Yeah,
that you are not a psychic.
No, we all are psychic.
Yes.
But people
to
like,
a degree.
Is she a psychic? Is she like Miss Cleo? And you know what I'm saying?
No,
She gonna
and
be
it don't work that
telling
way.
the
I can't
future.
just.
I feel like Miss Cleo wasn't real.
And I'm
She
not
was like
saying
5'8". No. She came up.
it's not that Miss Cleo wasn't real. She
just
might have
used
went
her.
about it the wrong way.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that you shouldn't get paid for what you do, because you
Right.
should. You should get paid for what you do, especially in modern times.
Right.
Back then, it was more easy to do things.
Yeah,
for
because
free and for
our
less.
text came like, send me
But
an invoice,
now-
girl. I need like 3 cards.
But
like
you-
right now, something is wrong.
Light workers got to get paid too.
Right.
Okay, so
Explain to
speaking
what
of
that
light
is.
worker, what is a light worker?
A light worker is just anybody who is helping humanity.
Okay.
And we can do that through anything, through spirituality, through giving, through loving, caring, sharing, anything of those
Oh, because
natures.
when you said they said light worker, I thought that meant like I sit at a desk, so I don't do shit all day.
Light work.
I'm a light worker.
No, light
You
workers
ain't-
are just people
you
who
ain't
are
helping
on
nobody.
earth helping
I'm
in the
boss like-
physical reality.
You're not helping nobody to death.
Yeah.
Right. Now the ascended masters,
Yes.
the ascended masters who we consider like Buddha, Jesus, and Muhammad and things like that. Those are ascended. Those are like spiritual entities. Now people on earth, we're brought here to help for a purpose.
Yeah.
So it's like light working. We're doing doing
Okay.
their duties. Like, look, they send us here to do this. We're gonna do this, and everybody's a light worker. You help everybody that comes along. It doesn't matter if you give a person $1 on the
Right.
street, and people say, I ain't helping no homeless person. I ain't doing this. I ain't giving them $1. They out here. It doesn't matter. It's all about your heart, because love is the higher consciousness.
Right.
That love is the most realest thing in the world and the most realest thing in reality. If you can give somebody something just because, look, we waste $1 on Cheetos and
Right.
Skittles and things
Nonsense.
like that.
Wait, $1.
Pornhub.
Cheetos be like 125.
Right, exactly. So you can clearly give a person $1. It's nothing.
$1 is not worth
And let me
nothing
tell you
anymore.
something. It's not
so.
even about. It's not. And a lot of us don't
so.
have it.
Right.
But it's like, you know what? Like, all I'm gonna do with this $1 is
Nothing.
waste it. Let
Waste
me just
it.
get this $1. I don't even care if he don't
Give
even
it
need
up.
it.
Right.
Like he was bold enough to ask for this $1. He must really need this $1.
Yeah.
So how long have you been doing this?
Tarot about 2 years now.
Okay.
I've had a lot of practice with it. It's so much more to tarot. It's astrology, it's numerology, which that's the first thing I turned to was numbers, because I do realize that the universe was made up mathematically.
Yep.
So anything that numbers don't lie, like they said, numbers don't lie.
Check the scoreboard.
And that right there, numerology got me into this. Astrology, when we were born, our placement,
The
our birth
signs,
charts, the
all that.
signs. And people think that signs are just like, say, okay, I'm a Capricorn. That's not all to me. I have a moon sign, I have a sun, I have
Right,
a rising sign.
right.
And those signs are the reasons why people, they kind of neglect the other signs and not realize, like, okay, that's not true. Me and him not compatible.
Right, right.
Well, it's not that. It maybe your moon is not compatible with his moon sign.
Oh,
Let me tell you
And
something.
since
Me,
we don't know,
me and Geminis,
Get technical.
and it's not even
males and females are different.
get along with
Males,
Geminis.
But you're a female. I get along with a lot of female Geminis.
It's
But
going to be
male-
different from male and women.
Right, but that's what I'm
First of
explaining to
all,
you. Stop
pause
before you
on
go
the
there.
play. Pause on
You
the
are a
play.
female Gemini.
Everything
It's
needs to
different.
hold. Everything needs to
But you're
hold.
a female Gemini.
It doesn't matter. Shout out to the
Yes, it
Geminis
does.
because they
No,
always
listen.
try to play with us every
don't.
single
Listen.
fucking time,
Well,
and I get
but let me tell you
tired.
something. Let me tell you something. I was married to a male Gemini, and I cannot. And I've even attempted to date Geminis after, and I still cannot.
Neither
I had
one.
a Gemini try to talk to me. I said, "Listen, sir, it's not gonna happen."
Male or
He
female.
tried to
But
control the whole
that's how you
situation.
going to miss your
Male
man,
or
though.
female.
Right. First of all,
No.
Geminis is the sweetest.
Let me
one of
tell
the-
you why,
the nicest
because-
signs.
Again, I was married to
we
one.
can
I'm
be the
good.
nicest and we can
I'm
be the
good with
evil.
the Capricorn I got now. Thank
No.
you.
You definitely want. When
I don't
it
like
comes, when it
Capricorns. They
comes to our
sneaky.
sun sign,
Excuse me.
They sneaky. I don't like
Capricorn. Thank you.
Capricorns.
You're a
I don't.
Gemini?
I'm a
Yeah,
Gemini.
so you're a Gemini, right?
There
I'm
it
a
is.
Gemini.
We're Capricorns. But let me
Oh, so
tell
you
you,
want to you gonna be on So what you about to say is not even valid.
No, I'm not about to share
Listen,
some
I'm
real
with that. What
stuff with
Shamika
you.
said, she loved me. Okay.
Let me tell you, as far as the signs go, when you talk about the sun sign, which is what we're born as, Capricorn, Gemini, there's a sun sign.
She had to go into all
So
that.
the sun sign, they're only egos. So the ego is basically what you think you are. Mm-hmm. A lot of us try to live up to our ego, so that's what our sun signs are. So if you're looking for a sun sign, that's like best friends. That's like how you communicate. Like if you find a guy that and the sun sign is opposite of yours, you're not going to get along as friends, but you will get along. Maybe your moon sign will be better. So that's why a lot of women stay in relationships. One of my best friends is a because they're like, oh, but he does this for me, he does that for me, but then we don't get along. It's because they have different elements of their sign that are clashing.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. Now, does it matter of this? Because I was supposed to be born in Aquarius.
It doesn't matter.
Okay,
you hear
because
I was when you supposed to be
very
here.
early.
Yeah,
I was my mother said I was impatient and dramatic. So
you were here to be here.
I'm the last day for Pisces.
Okay.
So and let me tell you, the moon sign is our compatibility sign. It's our love signs.
Moon sign.
So you wanna for marriage and relationships, you wanna look at moon sign. You don't wanna look at the sun sign. You do want to look at the sun sign to get along.
Okay, you don't have to tell me what his moon sign is.
You want your moon to be compatible.
The sun, the stars.
You want your sun to be compatible.
Okay, it's a lot. It is definitely a lot. But
let's get into this tarot card reading.
Yes.
All right, so
I'm move over.
Actually, everything needs to be silent.
Move over.
You asked me that I'm not gonna pluck my cards, but can I like touch them? Like, can I give it my energy?
Yeah.
All right, so
you're gonna cut them.
Okay,
yeah, you gotta cut the cards.
Okay, so right now, if you guys are tuned in, I am about to get a live tarot card reading from Miss K. Is that the phone lines?
No, that's like some shit Diamond over here doing.
Okay. All right, so I mean, if you have a friend that needs to be tuned in, tell them to tune in right now. RadioOnFire.com, Shugga Mama Radio. We're live right now, and again, I am about to get a tarot card reading from Miss K. I am nervous.
Don't be nervous.
And let me just say, I have been one that has been always against this because I was born and raised in the church, born Baptist, born Christian. I've heard so many rumors from I've heard so many rumors from my church mother. Like, don't get that.
Let me clear that up. Yeah. Let me clear that up. Everybody has to believe in something.
Right.
A lot of us believe in stuff because we were taught to believe in that.
And that's what I was going to say.
We haven't really done the research in what we were
taught to believe in.
But we've been taught
Jesus
to believe
Christ
in
since I was 4 years old.
And nobody's taking that away from you.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But what I want to tell people is that tarot is not some type of evil practice. Mm-hmm. Astrology is not an evil practice.
Mm-hmm. Psychic.
Everybody does not believe in something. You have Muslims that don't believe in Christianity. You have Christians who don't believe in what Muslims do. Right. So and a lot of times it's geographical. Mm-hmm. So let's get that straight. A lot of
atheists that don't believe in nothing.
In the Eastern philosophy,
atheists
don't believe in nothing.
Well, they don't because you know what? They believe in science. And let me tell you something. Science is also connected with spirituality because science. This is science right now.
So the atheists are the free spirit.
How can you be against science when on a radio right now?
Right.
You can't be against it.
Right.
They go hand in hand. Your phone is science.
Right.
The medicines you take is
But most
science.
Atheists are what's those people? I don't want to get it.
Scientologists?
No, the people that live in the woods.
Oh no, that you
don't.
Y'all gotta stop listening to people.
No, they're real people. They're real people.
The hills have eyes kind of people.
The people that actually live in the woods, they make their own milk, they grow their own food.
Farmers?
And that's you know what? Let me tell you something. That's the best way to be.
People.
Because you know what?
They make their own electricity. Like they don't live.
Let me tell you something.
What we're doing, they don't have cell phones.
They don't have cancers.
Right.
They don't have these diseases.
Exactly. I forgot the name of them. I forgot the name of.
Is that the word you're looking for? No.
Well, they're holistic. Like they're about nature.
Right. Before I touch my cards, before we get into this, I just want to ask you one question, because I'm sure you might know this offhand. What is my compatible sign? It's a Gemini. What is Gemini?
Air signs.
None.
Air sign.
Gemini. So not a Leo.
No.
But it depends on your moon sign.
None. Yeah.
So
what's
up?
It's a whole nother. That's like
my
deeper.
I don't like Aries.
My moon sign is Aquarius. So when it comes to love compatibility, I'm compatible with other moon signs who are Gemini, Aquarius, and
so what's
Libra.
My moon sign?
It depends on the birth date. And
that's what I was saying. That's what I was trying to explain.
May 29th, 8:34 a.m.
But that's a whole nother.
I gotta calculate it.
Okay. Yeah, that's a whole nother situation.
Okay.
It's not just a
Right.
sitting quick fix. It's a whole nother situation.
Right.
Because my father was from
That's why
Cherry Hill, I was born at Harvard University.
Oh, good. Cherry Hill.
That's what you gotta pay for right there. You gonna pay her for
What
that.
part of Cherry Hill? The cul-de-sac, the hill,
right.
or the boot? What part? There's so many boots. It's some
Did
different
your mother
parts of
bust
Cherry
it open
Hill.
when she conceived or no?
And I ain't gonna say Cherry. I'm gonna say I'm from Jersey. It's Cherry Hill.
Projects at, yes. That's where my father from. He still living out to this day. He work at the laundromat. He a manager now. He got up there.
But we gonna get to that one day. We gonna get to that moon sign and that rising sign.
Okay.
But right now, what do you want to know about as far as this reading?
I want to concentrate on love.
What about love?
Let's talk about that.
Because let me tell you something about what you want in life. You have to have a clear vision of what you want in life. If you do not have a clear vision, it will not come true. It will not happen for
I
you.
can say I have a
white
clear
picket
vision.
fence.
I have
Right.
okay. For me, my whole thing is since I've always I have a family of
White picket
single
fence.
moms. Like I have always since I've grown, since I was a kid and grown up and watched my aunts, my mother. Like I have always said that I do not want to be a single mom. I do not want to have a child out of wedlock. I want to be married and I want to have a family.
She wanna be Angela Simmons.
So
Traditional.
no, it's not really traditional for me
It is.
because
But it's
I've
the
grown up in a
traditional
project.
US.
When you say you don't want to have a child out of wedlock, it's
She
traditional.
don't have any.
That's the
wouldn't
moral
say-
sense.
It's traditional for some people, but it's not traditional for me. Traditional is having a child when your mother told you to, when you're 18 or
Your mother told you to.
I'm just saying, my mother keep telling me I need to have a child because
Understood.
Yeah.
I get the same heat.
Or you having a child when you between the ages of 16 to 25. Like I don't have any kids.
How old are you?
I'm 32, and I don't have any kids. I've never had an abortion, none of that. Like I've always installed myself on not having a child before I'm married. So with that being said, with love, it's like it's kind of hard because I'm always looking for something or someone to take it to the next level with. So I'm going to be married or I'm going to have a child. And for some people like my mother, that's not acceptable because she feel like I'm 32. You need to have a child now.
Well, let's get mommy. You can't live by mother's expectations.
I'm not. If I was living by my mother's expectation, I probably had a child 5 years ago. But and I would have had a child and not being married. So that's what it is. But me personally, or when it comes to love, I want to be married. I want to have a family, but I don't want to sacrifice anything that I have planned for myself.
Oh, you're
Right,
selfish.
And because
you're selfish.
first of all,
It's not about it's not about being selfish to me because
So you say you just want to meet this man?
But
No,
you gotta
but-
So can you meet a man that is not well established? Can you help him grow? Like you're saying, that like you want this man to be already rich, already well established,
But she
preferably
can
not
actually
have kids.
actually,
She can. There's
my
nothing
name-
wrong with.
Shugga
That's what
Mama
I'm asking. That's what I'm asking.
That's
That's my
But
question.
you have to
dreaming.
be able to attract.
Like it's not gonna happen.
If you want a man that's already established, you have
I'm
to
not saying I
attract
need
that.
a man that's already established.
That's what I'm asking. Okay.
I'm willing to be in a situation to build and grow, long as
Okay.
you're not no bum and you're willing
Yeah,
to build
right.
and grow. Like
It's
I'm
a
like,
difference.
Yeah, it's definitely a difference. If you willing to work for it, if you're not
You
there
willing to
yet,
help.
but I see that you're willing to work for it, you're a hustler, you this, you that, then I'm willing to
don't
be in a
mind help.
relationship.
Well, okay.
These cars are gonna tell us what's in the way.
Right, dropping
and
you
what's
off
not
and
in
shit,
the way.
picking up bitches in your car. Nah.
Can you drive your car while you're at work
He can.
and sell dresses to girls?
No, he can't.
No, Jody. No, Jody.
Diamond over there on some baby boy stuff.
Yeah.
On the car?
But
You
so
know what?
I mean,
Well, we're gonna see in
we
the
got her
reading
started. That's
what
you
your
do.
environment is like, what your subconscious is like, that is keeping you from.
So this is a 10 card
attracting
reading. We're
this.
about to do a 10 card reading
Yes.
right now.
10
Okay.
cards.
And we're gonna concentrate on love.
You got a photo card.
You know what? A lot
I
of
didn't
things,
say
I tell
nothing.
people, you don't always have to pull a card. It's all in your mentality and how you attract things.
I want Diamond to pull a card.
Shamika,
What?
be
She's
open.
a Gemini.
Okay.
I want to hear Diamond version.
So now, in this reading, you can
Leave
pull
my
it
baby alone.
Shamika, he
Leave my
pulling
baby
your card.
What did he say?
He pulling your card, girl.
He
He
pulling
said,
all
you
your
Gemini,
cards.
you got attitude problem, you selfish.
Yeah. Selfish,
said all that.
spoiled.
Oh, well, I guess I'm gonna be single for the rest of my life.
No, you're not.
Don't. Hey, you know what?
Wait a minute, hold on.
You're not even gonna say
I
that.
said the same
Not
thing.
for us. She not even
I was like, listen, I've been single for 10 years.
Oh, if she talk like that, she gonna be single for the rest of her life.
I said I'm gonna be single forever. I was single for 10
I'm not
years.
saying I'm gonna be single forever because I already know I'm not gonna
You
be
had to
single
speak it
forever.
into
But let me tell you
existence.
something. Every time you say something out your mouth, you already
I'm
planning your destiny.
Right.
Can you just tell
Because
me
you're
to
already
shut up?
shut down.
Shut up! Because we're about to be
Ignore
doing a
Diamond.
serious situation.
That's the energy in the room.
He on point. He on point.
Until
Nichelle, like really?
sacrifices,
You're going to be single.
Until you make sacrifices.
you ready to make sacrifices?
I've made a lot of Anyway, let me
Not
cut
even
these
just
cards.
sacrifices. You just gotta believe
Yeah,
it.
let
No,
me just
not
cut
like,
these cards because
I ain't
Should
gonna
be
drink
got.
this, I ain't
You already
gonna
know
do
I'ma
this
tell you
Right.
till
this.
later.
It's a difference between sacrifice and compromise. People get it confused.
You wanna
Yeah,
read
it's
the
a
difference?
No.
People get sacrifice and compromise confused. It's a difference. It's a big difference.
You talking to somebody that gets pre-engaged. We're not going to address him.
we talking about somebody who wrote a book called You Are
I
Not
do
the
already know
Father.
anybody know him, but I just don't.
Diamond is very petty.
Diamond, what's
Like,
your
we're gonna
sign?
leave him where he is.
What's your sign?
Oh, I'm super petty.
You a Scorpio?
Leo.
Leo.
Oh gosh.
Leo the lion.
The prideful.
The lion.
Okay, that one,